Okay. Let me start with the Honorable Chair for Lands. She speaks about deliberate inefficiencies in the Ministry of Lands and asks what we should do to eliminate these inefficiencies. It is true, Mheshimiwa, that some of our processes are highly inefficient. That is true. It is also true that some of it may be deliberate, because the moment you start dealing with physical records, automatically you introduce inefficiency. If you are going to move from the point at which you write a sale agreement, you buy land, you get a deed, you get a title, and each of those processes is manual. That is inefficiency. It takes you a long time to obtain a service that should ideally take you a few days. So I will not tire, but I will insist that the easiest and most effective way to reduce the cost of managing land is to automate these processes. We cannot be continuing in 2018 to transact things on paper when the world has gone digital. We need to transfer most of our processes to digital forms, not just the land transaction processes, even our mapping. I think we need to go to start geomapping. I mean, use technology to map our lands, to draw our beacons. And I think that is work that is already going on in the Ministry of Lands from the brief I got from the PS. I think there's a lot of work already ongoing to automate most of these systems, to make sure the mapping process is electronic, to make sure the recording process is digital, and all the processes that you need to go through before you own land are actually in digital form. The other thing that the ministry is working on currently is developing a spatial data infrastructure. This way, you're able to, on a computer, tell what is placed where on a map in Kenya. So if you are an investor wanting to invest in Turkana, you don't need to go to look for a physical map of Turkana. You can log onto your computer, see what infrastructure is there. Is there a water line? Is there a power line? Is there internet? All those things is what government is now working on. But of course, it's all good to talk about things saying we are working on. The challenge, or where the rubber meets the road, is actually implementation. It's all good when we talk and we say, oh, you will see Kenya on a map, it's good. But are we going to implement it? I think that if we are committed, and I want to assure you from my briefings before this interview, the government is committed at the highest level possible to making sure that Kenyans have access to land. And they have access to land in a cost-effective manner, in a manner that reduces conflict. So yes, it's a lot of work, it's ongoing, but it's happening and it will happen. And if you do approve my nomination, it is one of the things that I will push very hard, because I don't believe that in this day and age, we should be running manual records for 40 million people. It's an impossible thing to do.